Did you know that when you worry so much about how others perceive you, it can definitely lead to anxiety or even poor performance, or sometimes even missed opportunities? But the harsh truth is that even before you speak, your body is already communicating. In this video, we will be looking at a very critical subject that affects majority or many professionals, and that is the fear of being judged even before they open their mouth to speak. Understanding this fear is always the first step to overcoming it, because this fear can be paralyzing, and not only paralyzing, but sometimes it even prevents talented individuals from being able to share their ideas or being able to make meaningful connections. So join me in this video as I basically address the power of body language and how it can either elevate or sabotage your confidence, especially in a professional space. I'll be sharing with you 3 strategies to shift your mindset and to prepare you for success in your next speaking engagement. The first strategy in order to overcome the fear of being judged even before you speak is, first of all, to understand the judgment. You need to understand, why do I have this fear of being judged? What could be the reason as to why I am being judged even before I open my mouth to speak? Always remember that first impressions formed in just few seconds, most of the time, even before you say anything, is enough to communicate to your audience, is enough to communicate to the person you are to have a conversation to, whether they should pay attention to you or not. Psychologically, you realize that our brains are always wired to make very quick assessment based on what we see, based on our visual cues, based on the context, based on the environment, based on the surrounding. Naturally, human brain is wired that way. So even before you say anything, your dress code is already speaking on your behalf. Even before you say anything, your physical appearance, sometimes even the shoe that you're putting on, is already speaking volumes. So this simply means that how we present ourselves can significantly influence how others perceive us. So that is why it is important to understand the judgment. What could be some of the factors that are leading to this judgment? If it is my body language, how is my posture? How am I using my hands in terms of gestures? How is my facial expression? Is it complementing the message that I'm just about to speak about? Because all this speaks volumes even before you utter the word. So your goal as the speaker, your goal as the presenter, is to ensure that you are saying the right thing. All you need to do is to be open. All you need to do is to have a confident body language. And all you need to do is to be able to invite your audience into paying attention to what you are about to say, just by your body language, by your gestures, by your facial expression, even before you utter the word. Also, another factor that could be affecting how people are judging you before you speak is your appearance. As a professional, your appearance will definitely enhance your credibility, your professionalism, or even your expertise. Because just the way we look at you, the way you appear, it can either make someone to underestimate your expertise even before you speak. So these 2 factors, that is the appearance and the body language, contributes largely to the judgment before you speak. And that is why it is important to understand the judgment. Strategy number 2 is shifting your mindset. This is all about self-confidence, believing in the message that you carry, believing in the message that you would want to pass across, that you would want to convey to your listeners, without thinking so much about what the listeners think about you or how they perceive you. This is very crucial because it not only affects how you present yourself, but also how your audience will perceive you, having a mindset shift. So how do you ensure that you are able to have a mindset shift? Number one, just focus on the message. Think about the value that the listeners or the audience will be getting in return, the value that the message you carry has over what the audience thinks about you. Always remind yourself that your ideas can make a difference. With that kind of mindset, it is very easy to overcome the fear of being judged. But you realize that when you concentrate so much on the message, it even helps to diminish anxiety and boosting your motivation as the speaker. Also, in order to be able to have a mindset shift to overcome the fear of being judged, you need to visualize success. Most of the time, the reason why we are not able to speak very well with an impact, the reason why we are not able to persuade or to convince our audience is because we ourselves, we have not visualized success. All that we are seeing is failure. All that we are seeing is inability to deliver and meet the expectation of the audience. So all we need to do is to have a mindset shift and visualize success. Just take a moment and utter positive words about your presentation. Few minutes, few seconds, days before the actual presentation, visualize success. Imagine even the audience responding positively to your message. It's all about rehearsals when you're visualizing success. That mental rehearsal will definitely help you to reduce the fear, to reduce the anxiety, and at the same time, to reinforce your confidence. And lastly, practice positive affirmations. Very important when it comes to having a positive mindset. What do I mean by positive affirmations as a speaker? You may utter words like, I am prepared, I have valuable insights to share with my audience. Instead of mentioning words like, I am not prepared, I have not prepared well, I still need to work on this. When you're mentioning negative words, it is sending signals to the brain and to the mind that, you know what, the stage that you're just about to take is not a safe place because you have not prepared well. But when you practice positive affirmations and instead of uttering negative words, you reframe them to positivity, that is what will be registered in your mind. And you are able to reinforce yourself and believe in the message that you want to convey to your audience. Finally, in order to be able to overcome the fear of being judged, even before you speak, all you need to do is to improve in your body language. The body language plays a very critical role in how you are being perceived before you even start to speak. Here we are referring to nonverbal cues that can communicate confidence, nonverbal cues that can communicate approachability, nonverbal cues that can communicate authority. So how do you get to maintain open and confident body language? Always watch out on your posture and your eye contact. If you're doing the presentation while standing, all you need to do is to stand tall. If you're doing having the conversation while seated, all you need to do is to sit upright. This posture will always convey confidence, and it invites your listeners, it invites the audience into wanting to engage with you. And what role does the eye contact play on the other hand? We all know anyone who is having a conversation and they're not able to keep eye contact, they're trying to dodge or to avoid eye contact, we perceive them not to be sure of what they are speaking about. So you do not want your audience to begin judging you not to be sure of what you want to speak about even before you speak about it. So make eye contact with different audience members as you speak. That will help you to establish rapport or build connection that shows that you are confident and you believe in the message that you are conveying across. So ladies and gentlemen, believe you me, as long as you are scheduled to speak on a topic, on a subject, to have a conversation, whether it is during meetings, during presentations, or even during interviews, from the moment you show up, even before you speak, we are already judging you. And the only way to overcome that fear of being judged is to acknowledge that it actually exists, and then you work on your mindset shift as well as your body language, and most importantly, understanding the judgment. I believe you found this insightful, and I encourage you to subscribe to this channel for more tips on how to boost your confidence and become more effective as a speaker or as a presenter. Feel free to highlight in the comment section the areas that you'd want us to discuss in our upcoming videos, and we'll be glad to address them even as we grow together. As Corporate Staffing Services, we have a robust program on public speaking that we offer as a training, and the link below will guide you on how to reach out to us and join the many other professionals who have already signed up for the upcoming intake. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next video.